morning. It's Cheryl from my, excuse me. It's Cheryl from my Well-Rounded Life. It's Sunday morning and I'm heading to church, and as you can see, I'm in a slightly different car. There's a place right in front of me where I can put my phone, but I'm very uncomfortable with it being there because I don't know if it will stay and I don't need it falling on my feet. But I wasn't able to get my cell phone holder off of the dash of my other phone. Hold on, I got a little bumpy. Let's see what that does. Okay, it didn't move it. So I went ahead and ordered another one on Amazon yesterday, and it'll be here tomorrow. And it's black. The interior of this car is black, so I won't even see it. It stuck out like a sore thumb on the last car. Oh, isn't this a great video? Yeah, so this isn't working. But I just wanted to pop on really quick to say hi from my new vehicle. And I'll do a little better tomorrow or the next day after I get it and get it on the car and do a proper car vlog. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. Okay, here I am inside, and I think I decided to put it, get this out of the way. It's going to be off-centered and facing me a little bit. I think I like that better. We'll see. I'm not sure. I found this cotton candy thing from the Dollar Tree in my other glove box, and it really stinks. I don't like it. Oh, and I hung my Gracie Lou down here. We'll see if she doesn't fade. So, all right, and I decided to use, can you see it? One of these little 3M dots. Just one of them, and hook it in maybe on the front of it there, and that way I'm only semi-committed, right? Okay. I'm going to go ahead and hook this up and see how it works. I just have an errand or two to run today, and I hadn't put a video out in a few days, so I thought I would today. Welcome to my new car. And I got my, I got a new thing to put my cell phone on the dash. It's the same thing because I really liked it, and the guy broke it trying to get it off the last car, and we just left it there because it was stuck on there forever, and he broke it trying to get it off. Long story. But here's a quick little video of what it looks like. A couple things I got this week. These are my little key rings that I got. There was an ad for them on Facebook, and they're stuffed like a pillow. This is Luna. I got this for Chrissy. So same thing on both sides. And these came yesterday in the mail on Luna's birthday. Luna turned 6. And tomorrow, on Wednesday, Gracie Lou turns 7. She looks a little wonky because in the picture she was underneath one of my blankets. So this ear, you can't see it all, and this ear you can see it's bent because the blanket was over her. It's a really cute picture. I'll insert that picture right here. That's the picture that I sent to them to do this. So I think I'm going to hang this in my car. Not up high because I don't want the sun to fade it, but I'm just going to put it down low somewhere, maybe, if I can find something. And the little thingies are heart-shaped. I think they're really cute. And then I got this to replace the other one that I had. This goes on my dash. This is how I hold my cell phone, long ways, so that I could vlog hands-free. And I don't have to worry about it tipping or falling when I turn corners or go over bumps. It holds it really good. And the guy broke my last one trying to get it off my dash. There's see the little round seal? You peel this off and you stick it on, but it's on there absolutely forever. I think if my old car goes to auction, which is what I was told it would probably do, it'll still be on there. But it's broken because the guy kept lifting it the wrong way, and I kept saying, no, not that way, from the bottom, stop, you're breaking it. And I'm like, just leave it alone. And that was the guy that was hauling my car away that night on Thursday. So Friday morning when I went to the dealership to get the new car, I looked at it and it was just, I still couldn't get it off, and it was broken in 2 places, so it was a loss. So I ordered this on Saturday and it came on Monday, yesterday. So that's what I got. And hooked it up this morning. I tried to use one of those little 3M discs that I showed you. Didn't work. It would not stick to the rubber that's underneath this. So I had to use the ring of sticky that was underneath that I showed you. And it was so hard to commit to a spot. But it's off center and turned in more toward me, which I think is better. So, and it's black with my dash, so you can't really see it, which is nice. This is, I guess it's black, or it's just a really dark gray. I don't know. So are my pants, very dark. But this is light up here, which is good. But it's hard to see things in this car because it's so dark, and black is my least favorite color of an interior. Well, I suppose there's uglier colors, like red or maroon or green. But I like beige, the tan interiors. Anyway, it smells nice in here, except I have this cotton candy thing. So I might take it out because I'd rather smell the new car smell than this cotton candy thing. So I'm gonna get rid of that. I thought I would go to, where am I going? Where am I going? And where is it from here? Marshall's, to see if they have any pants, because it got chilly this week and rainy, and I tried on my pants and they're all too big, except for these knit pull-ons that I bought last winter, which for some reason, even though I lost 35 pounds, still fits me perfectly nice. I remember they were tighter then, obviously, but I still wore them throughout the winter and they were great. So I have these knit pants to wear until I find, I just want one pair of jeans. I don't want to go crazy buying clothes as I'm losing weight, you know. I wore 2 pair of capris all summer long, and they were 2 different sizes. I just wore one until it got too big, and then I wore the other. And I still have them, but they're both too big. And an 18 was the smallest one I got. It was actually a 16/18 is what it says. Because I couldn't just find a plain old 18. And they didn't have any plain old 16s, so I had to get that. So anyway, I'm going to try and find a pair of pants because I need them. We got a little bit of a break in the rain today. It's still all wet outside. I think this is the first time I'm able to drive my car not in the rain. First time I tried to drive it, I couldn't even turn the windshield wipers on. I had no clue. I actually had to read the book on how to drive this car because it is so vastly different up front here, and it's Bluetooth stuff. Uh-oh, flashing lights up ahead. Not a good sign. Anyway, it's Bluetooth, so it's really cool because my music has just expanded greatly in the car because now I can listen to my iTunes and my Pandora on my phone in beautiful stereo and not just the radio stations, which I just set up the other night. That took forever. And I have a CD in here. I'm surprised it even has a CD player because just these days they just don't, you know, but it came standard, and this is just the standard stuff. This is nothing special, no bells or bells and whistles like they called it. All right, that's just a tow truck, that's okay. So, I also have to run to Salvation Army. I have a bag here with a pair of capris and a pair of jeans that I can't wear, and they're new, basically. I had another pair that I gave to a friend, which I never wore. And I want to get rid of these 2. They're too nice to just throw away. If they were old, ratty, raggedy, you know, wore them forever, faded clothes, then I don't have a problem getting rid of them. But these are just too good looking to get rid of. So yesterday was Monday, and Chrissy and I drove down to the York Fair. It's supposed to be, it's the biggest state fair in the country or something. I don't know. But it was raining all day long. It rained here, cats and dogs, but when we got down there, they were a little more south of us. It was just misting, but it misted all day. We never caught a break. And Then as we came back up north to go home, it was pouring again. But I had fun. Let me see. Beck was there with her husband John, and her parents Terry and Jeff, and her 9-year-old nephew Caden, and Chrissy and I. And we met them right outside the gate there and followed them into park. And there was hardly anybody there, so we got good parking, and we got in there and walked around. And as the day progressed, it got more crowded, and they were using the rides, and I only cared about the tilt-a-whirl, and I went on something else that goes around, but my butt got pretty wet on the tilt-a-whirl because it's metal seats. And I said, don't you have a towel? Because he stands there dry underneath this little tent, and they should have a towel there to, like, here, let me get that for you, wipe the seat off, you know, and when the towel gets wet, go get another one. But I had to take my sweater off and lay it down and sit on it. Caden sat between Chrissy and I, and neither one of them cared about wet butts. So I just loved that ride, and we spun around really hard, really fast, and I loved it. And Caden just sat there between us. I mean, the poor kid, he's sitting there between two total strangers, and he's just holding on and smiling the whole time. He didn't know us, but he didn't care. He just wanted to go on the ride, and that was don't lose it. My insides. It was the first time I met Caden, but I felt like I've always known him, because that's Caden. I see him in all of Beck's videos. He's always stopping by to visit them, spends the night, does family things with them, and sorry, I had to look for something here. So I didn't feel like I was meeting someone for the first time. It was like, hey, Caden, let's go on this ride. Come on. You know what I mean? It was funny, but I had to make myself realize, yeah, he has no idea who I am. So I thought that was cute. Okay, I'm at the distribution center. So, okay, Caden. He was funny. And the only thing I ate at the fair was nachos and cheese, and I didn't even finish them. And I couldn't get anyone to share them with me because I didn't want to have to eat the whole thing. But I got to a point where I thought I shouldn't eat all of these. I'm sure they're greasy and gross, but I made sure I rode the rides first, because you don't want to ride the rides on an empty stomach. I mean, on a full stomach. And it had been since 1999 since I was last on the tilt-a-whirl, in that same place too. Okay, you go, so I can go. Thank you. Thank you very much. So, going around a bend. There we go. This has such great pickup. Oh my gosh. So anyway, this just goes. And the brakes are very sensitive. I don't know how many times I apologized to the guy from the dealership during my test drive. I'm sorry, these brakes are so, they're so sensitive. It was hysterical. He was laughing. He thought I was his age. I'm like, well, I don't know how old you are. He's like, I'm 44. I'm like, because at first he's like, there's no way you have children in your 30s. We were talking about a back seat. It is raining. Why? Ugh, I can't go anywhere anymore. Because I said, I'm not too worried about how small the back seat is and stuff like that, because I don't do back seats. I don't worry about back seats. The back seat of my other car looked brand new. The whole inside of my car looked fantastic. There wasn't a rip or a stain or anything. You could probably count 10 white dog hairs back there. I mean, my car was kept in such excellent condition. It was just 15 years old. It had 60,884 miles on it. Who is my baby? I'm so sad. So what was I saying before all that? Brake stuff. I don't know. But it was a really fun day. I had the nachos and that was all I ate. Then we passed a Mr. Sticky's thing and he sold sticky buns. So we got some when we left to take home. I got one with cream cheese icing, real big. Hadn't had any real food yet, so we needed a meal. And then we stopped, Chrissy and I, when we said goodbye to Beck's family, we stopped and got Chrissy her kettle corn because she really loves that. And then we ran to the ladies' room and we stopped to take some pictures on our way out. And I was so tempted to say, let's do the tilt-a-whirl one more time, because it was going for 7 and they were starting to turn the lights on all the rides. And I have never in my life been to any kind of amusement park after dark with all the lights. Never. That would be fun. But I didn't say anything to Chrissy. I just said, yep, I'm ready. But I really wanted to do the tilt-a-whirl again. So on the way home, Chrissy's like, I need a meal. I said, me too. We decided on pizza. There's a place right around the corner from us. And when we had only 20 minutes left, I called and placed the order for pickup. So we brought the pizza home. Oh, I don't know how to turn these off. Okay, got it. I got it. All right. And then, so we had pizza when we got home, and I tried that popcorn. That is the best kettle corn. I don't even know. Hold on. Oh, it's red. Ugh. Okay, please don't turn. All right. It's the best kettle corn I've ever had in my life. I've never had anything that good before. You can buy it at the grocery stores. The Orville Redenbacher is my daughter's favorite. And I had some of hers a couple weeks ago, and it was okay. But I'm not a kettle corn freak. But I've had that popcorn last night, and I even had some this morning because she wasn't home, and she left it on the counter. So it is absolutely delicious. I can't stand it. And then we had those cinnamon rolls last night after the pizza. I don't even want to know how many points I had yesterday. Oh, and Chrissy bought fried Oreos, which I had never had before, and they were pretty gross. But yet, I ate 2 of them. Because after the first one, I was like, I don't taste any Oreo. I just see this black stripe in the middle. It may not even be a whole cookie. It may not even be the Oreo brand, for all I know. So Chrissy says she wonders if she could take one apart and see if she could see the word Oreo on it. But it tasted like old oil, like they should have changed the oil before they kept frying. So yeah, I had those. But before I got to the fair, I ate great. I think I had some oatmeal, and in the car I was getting hungry, so I had 1.5 rice cakes. But then it all went downhill from there. And I don't care, it was delicious. Today I'm making some 0-point chili. I have the ground turkey out on the counter defrosting, and it's gonna be a nice big double batch. Big old pot full. Finally, this is such a long light. So I'm gonna be spending the rest of my day eating some chili. Looking forward to that. I'm gonna try to turn these on again. Oh, and I have a rear wiper too. I haven't had one of those in eons. I don't know how to turn it on. It's on this stick somewhere. I don't know. And there's anti-lock brakes. I never had anti-lock brakes. So I guess you don't really feel that unless you kind of have to slam on the brakes. I don't know. So I was a wreck when it came time to take it off of the lot, because that's when it depreciates. You know, it plummets the moment you drive it off the lot. And I was a wreck. I was like, stay away from me, because it's right on a busy highway. I want this lane. Stay away. Don't come near. Stay over there. I was a wreck. So anyway, we're getting close to Marshall's. I'm gonna try to find some pants. That's what I did on Monday. On Sunday evening, I went back to church and had one of those painting things. And instead of wine, because this is a Christian company, we did snacks. And they were good snacks. I just had a few little snacks. But I made a picture. Here's a picture of all of us after we were done. I'm not going to show you a close-up of my picture because I don't like it. Plus, it's not done. I have another branch I want to do. I have more leaves I need to make. I have to fix some of the leaves that I made. I didn't even sign it. So, not that I have to sign my work, but you know what I mean. She said, don't forget to sign it before you're done. I didn't get a chance to. I don't like it, but Chrissy said I'll pay you for it. You don't have to pay me for it. I just thought I would use it in one of my acrylic pours, just paint over it if I didn't like it. So I'm just gonna get my paint and stuff out and fix it. Finish it and fix it and see if I can make something out of it that I like. Some of the ones that the women made were just beautiful. I love them. But that's the first time I ever did one of those painting things. And I really enjoyed myself. We had a good time. We did. That was fun. So tell me, is this a good angle? Because I can't really change it. I can move it over more so you could see more of the outside. You couldn't really see where I was going, or is that better? I don't know. No angle is good when I'm in it. I'm wearing my grandma t-shirt. It's a bunch of flowers that are sparkly, and then it says grandma underneath it. And when I got the shirt, I didn't even know it said grandma, because I'm a grandma. My grandson turned 10 yesterday, and his mother shares the same birthday with him, or rather he shares her birthday. Personally, I would be very upset if I gave birth to somebody on my birthday, because my birthday is mine. I'd be making the kids celebrate another day. You know, I'd be like, yeah, no, your birthday was after mine. Anyway, and also Luna turned 6. Oh, here we are. Let's not pass the place. And the little click, 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 click. Oh, my other one drove me crazy. I couldn't stand using the turn signal on that car. I would never use it when I sat at a red light to turn, because it just annoyed the crap out of me. Seriously. There's the Metro Diner. I was there once. Got biscuits and gravy. Not all that. Not as good as Bob Evans, but I guess it's okay. Home Goods, Marshall's, Steinmart, and Hobby Lobby. This used to be where Kmart was. They got rid of Kmart and put all of this in. It's totally all brand new. Home Goods is boring. I love Marshall's. I haven't been in Steinmart yet, and I'm not really interested. Maybe when I lose more weight, I don't know. And then Hobby Lobby, I was in there once. And it's okay. It's kind of confusing because I don't like the way they stock their shelves. Like, there's stuff everywhere. Believe it or not, the majority of the times that I park in this new car, I don't have to readjust it like I do in my other car. So I'm learning. I can't see the front of the car. I can't see. And this seat is lifted. The seat rises. All right, so I'm gonna go now. How do you turn this off? This part here, okay. I'm gonna go. Here's the key. It's kind of weird. You can push it down in and then you press it and it goes boom, like a switchblade. That's freaky. All right, I'm gonna go shopping because this guy next to me is looking weird. Bye. Okay, I just got out of Marshall's and I got 4 things. As I was heading toward the checkout, I got a hot flash and broke a nail. So I just ripped the rest of it off. Why do I bother painting them? They're just falling apart. All right, so I got 2 pair of pants. They're just black pants. Jockey Sports. They're a little too long. I'm going to see if my daughter can hem them. They kind of come down. Once they hit the knee, they get a little wide. I did take a couple pictures and videos in there, in the dressing room. I may add those at the end of this clip. I'm not sure. But I didn't get everything I tried on, obviously. I went in there twice. The first time I had 7 items, and the second time I had 6. But, you know, they're just pants. Kind of like what I'm wearing now, but black. These are thinner, though, so they'll be nice. And I got this super soft, it's like a charcoal gray shirt. And it's very flowy, and the front and back are longer than the sides. And it's got 3/4 length sleeves. And I love this one.
What?
Fuzzy, soft,
Sure.
warm, nice and soft. The pants were $12.99. The shirt was $16.99. Then I got a jacket, a hooded zipper jacket, really super thin. And this one I think was $24.99. I'm not sure. Yeah, $24.99 down from $58.99. And it's a 1X, and it was very generous. I thought, what's less than a 1X? Is that like a extra large? But I didn't feel like looking for it. I went from a 2X down to a 1X, and I said that's good enough. Super soft, super thin. I'm gonna be wearing it over clothes, so I don't need it that much. And then I did find a pair of jeans. These were $19.99. Some brand called D Jeans. Skinny Girlfriend Plus. And there's nothing fancy about the back pockets or the front. They're just jeans. They're an 18. And the length, now one of them, when I tried them on, one of them was already folded up and the other one wasn't. So that's how I tried them on. And I can wear it either folded or not because it tapers. So even if they were a little long on me, you wouldn't know it because it tapers. But they're just very basic jeans. They're faded down the middle of the leg and very soft and comfortable. So I like that. Relaxed legs, fitted at the hips, which is what I need because I just do. These are better. They're long, but they're better. Oh, what am I showing you here? Can you even hear me? There's other people here, so I can't talk. They're gathering at the knees, but I like them. They've got pockets that work. I like them. These are probably what I'll get. They're an 18. They're comfy. So that was like $75. Almost choked when she said that. I'm thinking it's just 4 pieces of clothing. 2 black, 2 blue. But if Chrissy can't hem these pants, I will have to return them, so I'll have her look them over before I take any tags off. Because there's no sense in me keeping them because they're too thin and flimsy, the material is, to be able to roll it up and use it. And I need actual pants I can wear. So if she can hem them and I can keep them, then I'll have these dark gray pants, the black ones, and 1 pair of jeans to get me through as long as I can until I need an even smaller size. So I'm still in an 18 because of this stomach, but those black pants are just an extra large, and they fit nice against me, but I can pull them out. They're very loose. So I'm happy with that. And the shirt is a 1X, so that's good. But then I tried on other 1Xs that were like tight against me. They were terrible. And then, so it just depends on the company who makes them and the material they use. So I am either a 1X or a 2X in shirts, just depending on all that. And my pants, regular pants that aren't like stretchy and loose, seem to still be an 18. So, but I've been right around the same 10 pounds for a long time. So I didn't think I would be under an 18 yet, you know. Ow, pulling out all my hairspray. But All right, I'm gonna go because I'm hungry and I gotta go home and make that chili. And I can't think of anything else to do. I just wanted to get out and drive my car. I was gonna go to the grocery store, but then I realized I have a Walmart pickup 2 days from now. So those things that I needed for a couple recipes that I'm trying out this week, I just put them on the Walmart list that I was making online. And I'm gonna be doing another slow cooker collab this week. Look for that. It's supposed to be out Saturday morning. So I'm excited about what I'm making, mainly because I can't wait to try it. So, all right, I guess I'll go. Oh, yeah, I noticed, I keep forgetting, I have to memorize a new license plate. My license plate used to begin with E. It was ETA something. I don't remember the numbers. But they said they were retiring all the E's because, and I think they said the F's, because they're really old. And the colors on my license plate were very faded. The blue, it's like striped blue, white, and yellow. So I got a brand new one, and it begins with a K. That's weird. All right, this car stinks. I don't like this. I'm gonna take it out now while I'm thinking of it. It's all twisted. So, whew, that stinks. I do want to say one thing. I hope in me showing you my car, not that I really like showed you much, you know, around or anything, but just in me getting a car, I just hope you don't, I hope I'm not coming across being like showing off, bragging, because I'm not a boastful person and I try very hard not to. I'm very cold right now. But I can't believe this happened. I mean, Thursday I went looking for a car and my husband said, let's go get it for you tomorrow. My husband bought me this car. He bought it for me because he felt impressed by the Lord for months to get me a new car because he knew mine was old and it was going to start giving me problems, and he knows I don't have any money. I don't work, so I could never get a car. Who's going to finance someone that doesn't work? You know what I mean? And he got this for me, and it comes with, if you know anything about Kia, they've got some really good warranties, but he purchased 2 extra ones on top of this. So if anything happens to this car at all, ever, everything is covered. It's such a relief to know that you've got that kind of warranty. You don't have to worry about out-of-pocket expenses and stuff like that. And I just thank God and my husband for doing this for me. It's been a very stressful couple days, especially Thursday and Friday with my car breaking down, and I don't know, I don't even remember if I explained it right or not, but then it was working okay, like nothing happened, but my husband said, yeah, that it just broke down because it was meant to get me here to your house to talk to you about this, and this is what we're going to do. So be ready tomorrow, I'll pick you up, and we'll go and get you that car. And it turns out that, because this is how God works, when I showed him the paper, I gave him the paper with the picture of the car and the model number, the VIN number on it and everything, he said he looked it up because he had been looking online at the cars at that Kia thingy because he knows I love gunmetal gray, even though I didn't get gunmetal gray because they just don't make it. He was looking and he looked up the car and he said, I can't believe this. The car that I have been looking at online for you, the model number matches the piece of paper that you brought home today that you test drove. He said, Cheryl, this is your car. This is the car that you're supposed to have. This is the car I was supposed to buy for you. I will pick you up tomorrow and we will go get it. What time will you be ready? And I was just like, you know, praise the Lord. And that's how all of this came about. But like I said, it was bittersweet because I loved my car. It was too big for me to drive. Well, this is kind of too big too. I could, am I going up or down? Oh boy, it was going down. Okay. I'm up a little higher and I can only see the hood of the car closest to the window. I have no idea where the front of the car is. So I'm still guesstimating. But when you put it in reverse, the camera comes on and you can see, maybe I could learn to back in, because I can't back in. I can only back out. I don't have a problem backing out of anything, but backing in to a parking spot, nope. Maybe I can learn to do that in this car. But it's a praise the Lord. Oh, back to what I was saying, the bittersweet part. The car breaking down was like breaking my heart, and then watching it go away. I put that in one of my videos. I'll show it again right here. That was hard to watch. Watching them hook up the tires and everything. I was just standing there really quietly to myself saying, be careful with her. Be careful. She's a good girl. She did me so good for 15 years. I worked. I bought that car. I paid every penny of it. And back then, that was an expensive car. Even though it was basic. It was more than I ever thought I would have in a car. And I loved it so much. And then that evening, I'm like, she's spending her first night without me, alone, and it's storming, and I was seriously upset. And then when we bought the car, he bought the car for me. I lost some of my independence, because that was my car, you know, and I lost that. So I lost some independence on Friday, and that was hard to deal with. And then when we were done and we were finally leaving the dealership, my car was sitting next to this car, and the license plate had been taken off it, like she was stripped of everything and just sitting there naked. The doors were unlocked, and so I opened up a couple of them, the front and the back, and I looked inside, and up on the dashboard was the broken cell phone holder that, good luck trying to get that off. And I just looked around and make sure I didn't forget anything. That morning when I got to the dealership, I had to go in to the car and get the CD that I had in here. I had a Casting Crowns. Did you ever listen to Casting Crowns? They're great. I had that in there. And don't play it. I don't want you to play it. You're not going to play it. Are you going to play it? Yep. Okay, there we go. So it was very tough. It was very stressful. And then Saturday came and my body reacted like it always does to stress, and I got the poops. And I couldn't go anywhere, and I felt really bad. I just laid around all day. My husband, at one point, he texted me, he's like, you want to come pick me up and take me for a ride? Because at this point, he bought the car for me, but he never even sat in it. He looked it over tooth and comb, but he never sat in it. And I'm like, my stomach has been sick all day. I can't go anywhere. I'm sorry. I felt like it sounded like I was lying, and he's like, okay, never mind. And then a little while later, or a couple hours, when I was feeling better and thought I could leave the house, I let him know I was better and I wanted to come and get him. And so we spent a little time together, and then I came home and ate a tuna sub. I've been bad. I've been stressed since Thursday, and I've been eating bad. I had the tuna sub, and there was something else I had. On Sunday I went out and I had this delicious chicken pot pie with a salad and half of a piece of pumpkin pie. So that wasn't that bad, but normally I wouldn't get the chicken pot pie. Come on. Not on Weight Watchers. And then yesterday, I already told you what I ate at the fair. That's why I'm making a big pot of 0-point chili. However, when Thursday rolls around here in less than 2 days, I'm seriously, I did consider not going, but I've never missed a week. I've never skipped a weigh-in. I've skipped meetings, but I've gone and weighed in. I'm going to go, and I'm going to own whatever it is that I gained. I know it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad, and I will reiterate that Thursday on my way to Weight Watchers. It's going to be bad. Because I just didn't care. I was just so upset. And then when I get the poops, I need something absorbent to eat. Like, I used to always go to McDonald's afterwards. I think it was the bread and the fries that absorbed whatever acids were in my stomach upsetting me or whatever it is. And I would always feel better and I'd be fine. So, but this time I went to a local pizza place and got a tuna sub. I offered half to my husband. I said, do you want to help me eat this sub? Because it was in my trunk. I don't really have a trunk anymore. I guess I have a hatch. But anyway, it was back there. And I said, you want to help me eat half? He's like, no, go ahead, enjoy that. I was like, great. So it took me all day, but I ate the whole sub, half, 2 meals. And it was freaking delicious. And I needed it and I felt so much better afterward. So I'm hungry and I'm going to go. I probably won't talk to you again, so let's just close this out now. At least not till Thursday, and then I'll get this out today. So until I see you again, be blessed. Bye-bye.